Hey guys, I'm super excited that you are here, that you are listening to this video. My name is Lindsay Rush, if you don't know that already. Again, I'm super excited to tell you guys all about what I am super passionate about for these past 2 years. And me, Lindsay, has never expected that I would be here today making this video to tell you guys everything that all about me, and then in future videos all about how much I just love what I do. I love the fitness, I love the coaching, I love the community, and I just never thought I'd be here today. And I'm just so passionate about it, and I've been doing this for almost 2.5 years or so. I'm from, just a little bit about me. I'm from Tinley Park, Illinois, moved to Manteno, all these like small places that you probably have no idea that you're gonna have to look up on the map and figure out where I'm at. My dream is to live in Florida and be around the palm trees and the sunshine instead of the snow that is outside my window right now. So I am currently 25 years old, and I am engaged. I am getting married in September, and I'm super excited because I have this fitness and it's gonna make me look a damn hot ass bride in September. I have a cat, Meadow, that I hate to death, but I love her to death, and we are just one little happy family that we are just kind of meshing together. I went to college. I graduated with a double major in marketing and management. And I did a little bit in between with that. I had a lot of internships. I worked in the marketing department for my village. I did a lot of just stuff within the school. I more have always been in the food industry, and that's kind of how I feel like I'm so active, because I've always been moving so much between 10 o'clock in the morning to midnight at night. So I kind of bounced around everywhere. I was always in the food industry, I was in the marketing. I loved fitness. I just didn't know what I wanted to do, and I kind of was one of those people who just was trying to figure it out. So taking it back to when I got started with fitness, I always loved weights. I always loved the idea of, looking at those fitness models, how great they looked. I always had I always fantasized just, being the most fit that I could be, and I just really was into that kind of stuff. I just never knew where to start, how they got there, what to do. So I was kind of like that person. Instead of doing their homework and studying for the test the next day, I was on the internet and Pinterest trying to figure out my next meal plan, or trying to figure out the next workout program I'm gonna do. And the amount of time and money that I wasted on some of these things, I just want to shoot myself in the foot. And I have tried everything. I have tried the diet pills, the teas, the anything detox, the army diets, the keto diet. I've tried so many diets, and for me personally, it was never enough for me just to stick with it. I would do really great for that first week, and then I would fall off. I tried so much, and I actually remember I would have those weight loss pills, and I would have to hide them from my mom, because if she saw me taking those, she'd probably be like, what are you doing? So I kind of really got more into fitness between high school, during gym class. I kind of really always loved how I felt. And then between college, I started taking advantage of the gym that was in the dorm on the first floor, and I kind of would always just run in. I looked a little bit, and I didn't really know what to do, so I started buying like all these programs, like the Kayla what else did I buy? I bought the Jillian Michaels. I bought like all these workout videos. I bought the Fit Girls Guide on the internet, and I just tried all these things, but again, I could just never stick with it. And I remember I had these Beachbody videos, these DVDs, before we had it on demand. I was like, okay, I'll try that, and I did. And I'll be straight up honest with you guys, I did not like it. I did not like the workouts at home. I did not like how I wasn't at the gym. I felt like I wasn't getting anything out of it. So I stopped, and I'll be honest with you, obviously it didn't stop now because I'm two years in and I love it. So at that point after college, I kind of still wasn't really happy with where I was at, just mentally, physically, emotionally. I mean, I looked good, but I didn't feel good. So I caved and bought into a personal trainer. And long story short, my personal trainer made us create an Instagram and post for accountability. We had our watches, that we had a Fitbit, I had a couple other watches, and every time we did a workout, we have to take a picture and post it on Instagram. And that's the way that she checked up on us. And that's what I started doing. So I kind of got the Instagram just for fitness, just to post for the accountability, and that was it. And I found myself kind of like really getting into like posting for accountability. And so I started posting more photos of me or what my workout was, and I kind of was really starting to like it. But the only thing I wasn't liking was the $500 I was paying a month. And I was just like, oh, this girl cannot afford this stuff, but I know I love how I felt. So at that point, the money didn't matter to me, because what mattered more was how I was feeling and how my moods were all the time. So long story short, my coach found me on Instagram, and she's like, what are you doing? Like, you're posting for accountability, you're into fitness, why aren't you helping other people? Why aren't you, doing these workouts that you can do? Why can't you, make something off of it? Maybe find yourself more with it. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll just be skeptical. I'll just try it out. What more do I have to lose? And then she told me it was Beachbody, and I was like, ugh. I tried though, didn't like them. And she's like, no, like, trust me, just try it again. But this time around, post about it, post for accountability and really stick with it. So I was like, okay, like, what do I gotta lose? I'll just pay it, I'll become a coach and see where it takes me. And obviously almost 2.5 years later, I have never turned back. It was more after I finished my first program from Core to Force. It was 30 days, about 40 minutes a day. I lost 5 pounds, but the amount of weight that I lost in my head and just of the mentality blocks that I had, I felt amazing, and I had to just share this with everybody. And I finally understood when people say oh, if you stick with something, you'll learn to love it, or if you find something that you love, it's not work to you. If you find a fitness program that you love, it's not a chore to you. You love working out. You love these programs. So, and that's exactly how I felt, and I had to share it. I had to tell everybody about it. I was feeling confident about it. I was feeling great. So, long story short, this whole entire, that's just a little bit about me, how I got started, and how I never looked back. And I put my trust into a girl that I met off the internet, and now we're best friends. She's going to be my maid of honor. And I just met so many amazing people, and I only met them maybe 2 or 3 times in person, but they're my best friend over the internet, and I just absolutely love it. The whole company is amazing. They recognize you for success. You're never forgotten, and I cannot not wait to tell you more about everything that coaching can bring to you. So please stay tuned.